have to give them up? Keep watching. Hi guys, this is Heidi and you're watching HeidiKMakeup. I was thinking back to when I very first transitioned into cruelty-free products, and there were a couple of brands that I was just so extremely loyal to and so sad when I found out that they weren't cruelty-free. And it's been several years since I've transitioned to cruelty-free, and I'm slowly transitioning into no longer using parent companies that test, and also cruelty-free home products. But it's been several years since I've transitioned into cruelty-free makeup products. And I now don't even really miss those brands. I realized that everything is replaceable, and I think that it's been really good for me actually to say goodbye to some of those companies. So I wanted to share with you the 5 companies that I thought I would miss the most when I transitioned to cruelty-free and that I wish would go cruelty-free. And kind of the companies that I have replaced them with. It's kind of like a cruelty-free replacements video, but with brands. So the first brand that I was so upset about was Clinique, because I am was so brand faithful to Clinique. Clinique does test on animals, but they were the very first makeup I ever had when I was a kid. My mom took me when I was 12 or 13 to go get my makeup done there, and I felt like such a grown-up. And I had never in my entire life, from the time that I first started wearing makeup to the time that I transitioned into cruelty-free, used anything else for skincare. I always used the Clinique skincare line, the 3-step skincare line, and then I would get the free sample kit that would go with their sales. So I was very sad when I found out that they weren't cruelty-free. But I found that Alba Botanica and Yes to Grapefruits, which are both more affordable, work great for skincare. And all the other makeup stuff by Clinique actually really wasn't that great. Another brand that I was very sad to see go was MAC. And the reason why I was so upset about MAC was mostly because I had so much of it. And I just didn't see an end in sight to getting rid of the MAC stuff that I had so I could talk about it on camera. And I don't think that someone who's just transitioning out of products that are tested on animals, transitioning to cruelty-free, really needs to like get rid of their products. But the reason why I wanted to get rid of them is because I wanted to talk about brands that I wanted to promote because I filmed these videos. So I was very sad to see MAC go, but I found that Urban Decay and Too Faced both have incredible eyeshadows that I thought I'd never find an eyeshadow company that was comparable, and I like Too Faced even better. Now, Urban Decay is owned by a parent company that tests, so it depends on how you feel about that, but either way, Too Faced is not, and it is wonderful. Another company that I was very sad about was Maybelline. I was very brand faithful to Maybelline's mascaras, and I would try different mascaras by Maybelline and other products by them as well, their blushes and their lipsticks and all that stuff, their eyeshadows. But their mascara was like my holy grail, all of their mascaras. And it took me a while to find a mascara that I really love, but I think my favorite one is actually the Milani Total Lash Cover Mascara, which is comparable. It sometimes feels like when you're at the drugstore that animal testing just kind of conquers all, but I've learned other brands that are not tested on animals that are very affordable and easily accessible at the drugstore. So brands like e.l.f. and Wet n Wild and Sonia Kashuk and Milani, Flower, Hard Candy are fabulous brands, and I don't even miss Maybelline anymore, even though they were like this huge conglomerate that took over half the drugstore. Another brand that I really loved and I was sad to no longer have was Rimmel, because I swore by Rimmel's lipsticks. Revlon's too, but Rimmel was amazing. I loved their lippies. And I actually have found that I like Flower better than Rimmel. Who knew? I love Flower Beauty. It's probably my favorite drugstore brand. Has been a godsend for me in the way of affordable lip products. And then one more brand that I was really sad to find out was not cruelty-free was Benefit. I really loved their brow products, and they had their highlighters are just gorgeous, just gorgeous. So yeah, I was kind of sad about the Benefit thing, and they're tricky. They make it sound on their website like they are cruelty-free, but they're not. They test where required by law. So Yes, I said goodbye to Benefit, and all of these other brands that I've talked about are very comparable. And I guess I want to encourage people who are wanting to transition to cruelty-free but are so attached to their brands. You'll find new brand loyalty and new companies that you really, really love. And there are many, many more brands that I have not talked about here. These are just some of my favorites and some that I wish would go cruelty-free, because MAC, Clinique, if you went cruelty-free, I would buy from you again. I want to support you, but not if you're going to test on animals. I'd love to hear from you guys. What is the one brand that you wish didn't test on animals? Let me know in the comments. If you are a cruelty-free YouTuber, I would love to hear your answers to this. So, you know, Bubblegum Princess, XO Love Letty, Beauty Talk with Sin, All Natural Aspirations, Jude Star Gleam, Secondhand Sweetness. I'm sure there are people that I forgot, but if you have a cruelty-free beauty channel, I tag you. Do this video and talk about the brands that you were sad to see go and the brands that you have found replacements for. If you're new to my channel, you can hit the subscribe button so the next time I do a video, you'll know about it. You can also see what my family is up to every day by subscribing to our daily channel, which is Sen Kimpact, and my parenting channel, which is HeidiKMTV. That will be linked down below, along with my cruelty-free replacements video will also be linked down below. And my tags playlist. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys. I wanted to do the starting over tag. I think the premise of this tag is you have to start all over. You need to start your collection all over. You don't have any makeup. What 16? I think it's 16 items would you pick to purchase or repurchase